Good morning. I typically don't do landscapes, but I'm trying my hand at one. Kind of a one-layer landscape. Hi, Frankie. I know I'm not used to painting this early in the morning. Kind of a wet first layer. That does mean I can go back and add something. What trend were you thinking about? Oh yeah, I've got lots of pages filled already. It's not something I tend to share live because it is a bit of a messy process. I know I want to add some florals here and have some tree limbs coming in, but right now this page is very wet, so I'm going to let this one dry for a bit before coming back to it. I do have some other paper here. Let's see, do I have any paintings on this side? Not really. It's really most of the pages on this side that have paintings, so I'm not going to flip right now. Put that off to the side. Painted this yesterday. That's currently on YouTube. I like the size of this paper. I didn't try it before, but I've used arteza, just not this particular type, and I like it. I bought it for my workshop there at the school, so I had my teachers work on that. I've got my two versions of leaves in a vase. I'm very happy to do that. I love how this one turned out. That was my second version. This one didn't save, but you know, like this vase more, like these leaves more, that's how it goes. I think I'll work on this paper. The cream colored rose. Yeah, I like how the blue bled into that one and the leaves as well. All of these colors are from Mrs. Hand Painted except for that one. Or no, this one is from Mrs. Hand Painted. The rest are from Aloha watercolors. So let me do something here. I have a couple extra sheets that I tore off that I didn't use at work, so I will start with them. This size looks perfect for playing with my pointed oval. Haven't done that in a while. Thinking about the Aloha Watercolor Challenge for week 2. It's patterns inspired by Japan and Hungary. So you could do either or incorporate both. And one of the suggestions, inspiration, ideas was to look at kimono patterns. So I think I'm going to try and do some florals with this pink ginger. Yeah, I've always been a round brush girl, Frankie, but I'm really loving this one. Let me just move this up a little bit so you can see more of my paper. Look at that color. It's so spectacular. Yeah, this is very fun. That was a really quick flower, right? I want to do blue and pink here. So I have to find my blue I used for her challenge. It's called Deep Sea. Yeah, definitely a really easy petal shape that you get with this brush. Yeah, Frankie, I think this challenge would be perfect for you. You can add ink, just work in watercolor, keep it simple, get complex. It's all up to you. I could be looking at something for a reference, but no. I don't want to get my laptop. I'm just going to do some of these peonies. Frankie, you're about ready to start focusing on florals again. You finished your second sketchbook and your leaf project too. Very cool. I love how that turned out. It's a little hard to paint with the phone holder in front of me, but these came out nice. This one's a little difficult. Skirt Society, thank you. Lots of practice, right? So even though this brush is still a little bit unfamiliar to me, the brush strokes are not that dissimilar to a round brush that I'm making. So I kind of have some idea of what I want to do with it. Okay, that's very kind, Frankie. Okay, I want to use some brown. Maybe some buds as well. It doesn't quite look like a bud, but you know, with some greenery it will. One here. And then one over here. I'll actually turn the paper. This color is so pretty. There we go. That's more like a bud. Well, look, Frankie, if you don't like how it looks with gold, you can just do it again, right? And we know that sparkle is a fun addition to anything. So let me start with some brown. Kind of want to drag this out. I don't want the colors to run that much. I mostly just want my base for each of these done first, and then I'll figure out how I want to connect them all. I'm not really thinking about the overall composition until the end, which is not really how some people do it. Thank you, Melody. Okay. Okay. Just gently figuring out how these are all connected as I go here. That's not too bad. This is the Petals brush from Princeton. It's like a triangle brush. Yeah. I'm kind of happy with that. I know it's pretty simple. Adding just a little bit of darkness and extra bits here on the branches. Yeah, it does look like magnolia now that I have all that brown in there in the branches. Yeah, I like it though. For having no idea what I was gonna do. Yeah, that's nice. I'm gonna leave it like that. Most of my landscape over there is dry, but there's still some wet parts, so I might be bringing that one back in and finish that one up. And then let this dry. There we go. Okay. I think I'm going to stick with the Petals brush here and that brown again. And part of this page talks about fungi, so I might want to leave a bit of room there for little mushrooms. But I do want to add some color for florals. Thanks, Ina. You're being such a good girl. You like the mushroom idea, Frankie? That's what I usually do in this book. I take inspiration from whatever is going on that page. It's a biological sciences book, so sometimes I get some animal references or birds. Sometimes it's just leaves. This is a little bit wet in this area still, so being a little bit careful there. I haven't done this in a while. Some splatter. That's a cute little mushroom color. Put one over here. I was actually gonna paint just for myself and not share, but I figured somebody might be on. Somebody might want to chat. So I'm glad you found me. You're very kind, Frank. Thank you, thank you. If I had seen the little fungi earlier, I would have made it more of a central thing here. But I think that's pretty cute. Maybe some more florals in the background, but just for a quick little practice piece. That's mostly done. I'll still be coming on around 4 today. Not sure what I'll be painting later, but I will be back. I've got my fall break happening, so I have extra time for painting. Only have to do a little bit of planning. Thanksgiving break will be here pretty soon, so not too much that I can plan for in advance. All right, that is it for this morning. Thanks for joining me. Here's another look at the morning practice. Really love these florals too. See you again soon.